A lot of times Truth and I will make similar videos, title it similarly, the thumbnails might look similar, and almost every time it is pure coincidence. Today, I will admit, I saw his thumbnail and I said, genius, I'm copying it. So thank you, Truth. I copied the concept, and did I do better? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Today, we're gonna be checking out some pudding. So this new content drop gave us Dokkan Battle, and not a remake of the Indomitable Warrior. Oh, no, no, no. We're not getting a Dragon Ball story overhaul, no. All they did was they updated the inventory shop content, I guess. Very stupid, but whatever. So this video is going to be breaking down what you need to do, how much of it, and we're just going to do a couple of runs probably. So here it is. Here's the breakdown. All they did was just restocked. So they restocked the usual, which is all of this stuff down here. Normally, one of the foundational principles of Dokkaning Responsibly has always been whenever a story event comes out, there'll be some sort of a farmable currency you could then use to farm out some Kais. And this is part of the reason why I was very easily able to amass a ton of Kais. It's because of this. I would do this, sort of get ahead of schedule with the characters that I was getting, and plus I wailed a lot. But those two things combined, I now have a pretty significant surplus of Kais. I know people out there who Dokkan overly responsibly, sometimes to a fault, who have like 5,000-6,000 Kais, but besides the point. Anytime these come out, I always go and farm these. So besides just the usual inventory refresh with all of these things, they've also included a bunch of extra stuff. Why? I don't know. This could be some sort of a precursor to a potential part 2 situation, or it could just be bringing more attention to the LR Beerus and Whis Super Easy, since that character requires medals from this event. And since, actually, I didn't even mention this, I was going to do a separate video for it, but they announced something in the campaign details, there's going to be a summon for it. So there's going to be an Extreme Z legendary summon for the Beerus dropping in a couple of days. So you might summon, you might want to awaken the character. Well, in order to do that, you would have to go into this. Now, honestly, they wouldn't have had to refresh the inventory at all. They could have just told you, hey, go in here and do this, but I guess they wanted to make it more exciting. So now you can get 20 Dragon Stones and 20 Dragon Stone ores, and I believe 7 of these ores can turn into a Dragon Stone. So technically speaking, you're getting 22 Dragon Stones and change, which combined with your weekly pan event runs should be quite a bit. And that you can get for 7 puddings each, up to 20 times. Then you've got a bunch of Kais. This is a much better deal as opposed to the usual Kais that you would get. You can get 2 Kais each, of which costs quite a bit. Over here, there's a nice bundle going on 5 times. There's medium and small link skill orbs. There's meat. There's awakening, like Elder Kais, Supreme Kai, Elder Kais. These are also hard to come by for newer players, so this is a great one to pick up. A ton of Zenny, a ton of training items. So this is actually a pretty good haul in terms of just getting stuff, and I feel like newer players especially will get a very significant boost out of this. So let's go ahead and do the math, because how much do we need? I did the math for you. In order to get 20 Dragon Stones and 20 ores, since each one costs 7, to buy 20, you'd have to spend 140 puddings. To get 5 Elder Kais and 5 Sleepy Kais, you're basically buying 1 Elder Kai, 1 Sleepy Kai 5 times. That brings you to 175. 10 medium link skill orbs, 30 small link skill orbs, totals to 150. 5 large meat, 5 medium meat, 5 small meat, total to 125. 5 Supreme Kai medals, 5 Elder Kai medals, 125. 15 diamond, 15 platinum, 15 gold Hercule statues, 375. This one I feel like a lot of people are actually going to go for. 100 platinum turtle shells of each type. I myself don't find this to be that important, but that is still a pretty crazy amount of training items that can be great for newer players. 500 puddings. 2 Elder Kais, 140. There's a lot more, but as far as the noteworthy, or I guess the special inventory updates up here, and then the one thing that I always pursue anyway, I factored all of those together to give you a total. So in total, if you are going for the basic Elder Kais and then all the special stuff that they are offering in game with this like new special promotion or whatever, then you would have to get 1,730 puddings. That's a lot. Let's go ahead and run through the event because it's actually not going to be it's not going to be a quick fix. You're going to want to be using all of your boosted support memories in order. The best one is this one. This is by far the best because the chance of obtaining rewards now at level 3 for the Android 18 Krillin has been bumped up to 120. So that is going to be your best one. Use that. The other two are tied for second because this Bola Vegeta shopping gives you plus 85 reward bonus. And then the Oolong also gives you 85. Actually, this one would be better because it's cheaper. So this would be number 2 because this costs about half, almost half of what this does. So number 1 farming method, use this. Number 2, use the Oolong. And then number 3, use the Bola Vegeta. I've used all of them, so I'm currently kind of getting it back. Bring Exploding Rage. Exploding Rage gives you the highest boost. So if you bring a bunch of LR's Exploding Rage, aka Broly, then this will work out. At the moment, he is not a returned character. I still feel like the part 2, whatever the part 2 is going to be, this guy will be a coinable unit that comes back, but we'll see. So you supplement that with a support memory. Let's go ahead and jump in and do it.
Let's do this.
This, you can just auto this. If you really want to, you can go manual to get one of these 2 rainbow spots. The rainbow spots will give you, I think, like 2 extra pudding. In my experience, it has not been worth doing that. I've just been auto running the whole thing. But in this particular instance, I'm going to go ahead and just go through it once. Bam. Question marks don't do diddly for you. Yeah, that's not helping us at all. All right. Oh man, Broly's gonna. Don't use the active. Don't use the active. Actually, yeah, you know what? Don't use the active. I feel like that. No, too late. Active would have still been faster. Yeah, I should have used the active. Whatever. And you just do this a couple hundred times. That's it. In the process of me using all the support memories, dwindling down the support memories evenly, and getting some back along the way, I've actually farmed out about 700. I'm actually going to pick up those mission rewards right now, in fact, but this is what we got. Yeah, 679. I got some bonuses from the power level. No, this is the power level bonus. These are the support memory and the like category bonuses. So I'm going to run through this again one more time. I can't use a support memory, so let's do that.
Let's do this.
This time I'm going to skip. Dead. Got about the same this time. Yeah, I'm getting about 7 to 8. At 688. I can do this one more time, so let me do it real quick.
Let's do this.
Actually, you know what? Little pro tip. You could farm out a bunch of the takoyakis while doing this. So if you're someone who likes to run nuking strats or whatever, keep that in mind. You can actually farm a ton of these. You could even dissolve a bunch of them for Baba points and then just run through this and get more and sort of replace it. That's a cool little idea. All right, so we got 692. So now with all these missions, if you amass up to 300 puddings, if you redeem all of these, you get another 100. It's not a lot when we're trying to, you know, clear all the numbers that we need, but it still helps. Now, let's face it, you really don't want to be doing all of this, right? It's a lot of work. It's very tedious. Maybe you just want to do at least the important stuff. How much is that going to take? Well, I did all the math for you. Let's go ahead and pinpoint the important stuff. Dragon Stones, Dragon Ore. Right there. 140. I'm going to say the Kais are important because that's a super attack 10 if you're very lucky, but at least it's a super attack 5 or super attack 6 because of these 5. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one as top priority important. Oh my god, what? Why is it that when I'm bolding everything, the spacing collapses? Shouldn't it get longer? That's what. Okay. Then we got this one. Meat is important because it's basically free stamina, free action. So that gives us another 125. So I would say that these 3 sections are the most important. This Elder Kai one down here is not as important. I mean, it's still good to have, but you're only getting 2 Elder Kais for 140 versus 10 Kais for 175. So I'm going to say that these 3 are the most important. So let's go, you know what? Let's go ahead and boldface them and let's go ahead and underline them. Both of these underlined. Okay. They're the most important. How much is that going to cost? Well, that is going to cost 440 total pudding. You need 440 total pudding to get enough to get these 3 things. And considering you get 100 pudding for getting 300 pudding, you would basically only have to get 40 more. So that's pretty doable. That's the first level. If you care about getting more stuff, then the second tier of importance, I would say, would be the medium and the small link skill orbs. They're not as valuable as the rainbow ones, but hey, in order to get there, you need these, right? So that would be the next important thing. And then I would probably say these Elder Kais, even though they're not as good a deal, I would say that they're probably also up there in terms of relevance. With those two things included, the total would come up to this much. 730 total pudding for all important stuff, not just the most important stuff, but all important stuff. Stones, Kais, orbs, meats, and Kais. So all of that, in my opinion, is worth it. What are you gonna do in the meantime? There's really not much else going on, so I feel like this isn't that bad of a thing to just do, especially if you're a newer player. And if you really want to go above and beyond, get the Zenny next, get the Kai medals after that, and then go for this. And if you really want to, just sweep out the rest. If there's, I mean, there's additional Kai medals further down, like the regular ones. This one, yeah. You can exchange 5 of these for a total of 60, 5 of these for a total of 60. I remember the days where this is actually a struggle, so I feel you. Have fun. Content. This and Pets on Battle. Let me go ahead and buy mine. So give me all of that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Give me all of that. Thank you very much. Give me all of that. Thank you. Give me that. Thank you. Give me that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Give me that. Give me that. I forgot. I don't think I can actually buy all these. Okay, so I gotta grind more because I gotta get all this stuff special. Don't miss out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. And in the comments, whose thumbnail is better, mine or Truth's? Please say mine. I'm just joking. How much of this have you done so far? Are you gonna be farming out all of it? How many stones do you have? What are your thoughts on the next few days and stuff that we've got going on until the EZAs? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.